This week, it's all about olive oil. If you've cooked for our books and you've eaten with us before in the delis, you know that we'll use olive oil everywhere for roasting, on top of our hummus, in the salads that we make. Since olive oil comes from pressed olives, no olive oil is the same. Some of them can taste very soft, very fruity. Some of them can taste surprisingly so, a little bit buttery, and you can also get a very spicy and very peppery olive oil. Extra virgin oil is olive oil that comes from the first press of the olives, and it's the best olive oil to finish dishes with, to use for salad dressings. You'll find milder olive oils, which are very good for cooking, very good for brushing on vegetables before you grill. Today, I am cooking grilled hispi cabbage with garlic and chili oil. So the hispi cabbage is a wonderful vehicle for the aromatic oil that we're going to make. If you can't find hispi, you can use a normal white cabbage, but you may have to blanch it in salted water first. You can also use a Savoy cabbage. So first, I'm going to cut this cabbage in quarters. So hispi cabbage is also called sweetheart cabbage, and I like using it because it grills very, very fast. You don't even have to blanch it because the leaves are so delicate, and I like how all the leaves are really concentrated, so it really takes on the flavor of oils and butters. So now that the cabbage is cut, I'm going to drizzle the cabbage with some oil. I'm doing it on a board so you can see it better, but you can also do that in a bowl so it's not too messy. So this is the first part of the recipe where we're using the oil, this very beautiful olive oil. I'm just making sure there's enough olive oil in there. Some of them need a little bit more, so I'll just turn it over, and now I'm going to salt it. So sprinkle over. If you can, rub it on very nicely. Get in between the leaves as well. You can see already that the oil is helping the salt stick. So now I'm ready to grill. I'm just going to place them a few at a time. It's been on for about 20 minutes, so it's super, super hot. You can hear the sizzle. And when grilling, make sure that you don't overcrowd your pan. So this will just go on here like this. And I'm gonna do about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. I'll try not to flip it too soon because you want to get really, really nice char marks on there. If you flip it too soon, you're going to get irregular marks and it won't look as pretty. So when grilling, make sure you get all 3 sides. Please don't be afraid of these really dark bits. This nice charring will add a very nice smoky flavor to the cabbage. It's soft, and also you have really nice char marks on all sides. So put them aside and carry on with the rest of it. So now that all of the cabbage has been grilled, I'm going to set it aside and make the aromatic oil. So I'm going to put about 90 ml of oil in this pan, and I'm going to put this on medium heat, and once it's warm, I'm going to add in the sliced garlic and the sliced chilies. So I'm going to test if the olive oil is hot enough. I'm going to test it with a little piece of garlic, and if it sizzles, if it's bubbling and the garlic comes to the top like this and it floats, that's when you know it's ready. So the oil is ready. we have proof. In goes the garlic. And the chili. And this is on medium heat, so you don't want it higher than this because you will burn the garlic and the chili. You'll know it's ready when the garlic looks lightly golden, and when you're moving it, it makes a little sound. What's another word for? Now you can see that the garlic is a pale golden color and the chilies have gone translucent. They look almost fake, almost a little bit plasticky. So that's when I know it's ready. So I'm gonna take it off, pour it in here because I'm going to use the oil again. So you can see that it's a beautiful color, and I'm going to set this aside, and as this cools down this will go even more crispy. You can already hear the... So I'm going to pour the oil back in here. So here I've got 50 grams of coriander and I've already picked about 10 grams of leaves. This I will set aside to use as garnish for later. I'm going to chop this very finely. So the oil is back on the heat. It's still on a medium heat. In goes. So when it stops bubbling, that's when I know it's ready. I don't want it to go too dark. So while this is happening, I'm going to lightly crush some coriander seeds. I like using coriander seeds in this way in dishes because it brings a very nice crunch to the dish. I'm going to add in the coriander seeds. And this doesn't need very long, just about 30 seconds. So I'm just going to take it off the heat now. Add in some paprika. You can use Kashmiri chili or smoked paprika. And I think we need a pinch of salt as well. So a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. So everything is ready now. So now is the time to plate up. I'm going to arrange the cabbage on the platter. As I'm arranging it on the platter, I'm trying to open up the leaves as much as possible because it will be really, really nice to get this beautiful oil in between the grooves. Now, this is ready for the oil. I'm just gonna spoon it over. I like how these little bits of coriander and the coriander seeds are going in between the leaves. I think some lime will bring beautiful relief against all this oil and really, really lift this beautiful and smoky cabbage up. And this is our cooled garlic and the chili. This will keep really nicely in a jar for a week or two. Make sure that your jar is airtight, and you can use this to put on salads. I have put it in sandwiches because I love chili and garlic so much. It's very crunchy, very tasty. So this is now ready to put on top. Just gonna scatter it here. And here is some of the picked coriander that I reserved earlier on. And I'm just going to put this here on the side in a little pile so people can help themselves. So I'm going to drizzle a little bit more. It gives it a really nice shine and it makes it look really, really inviting, and everybody loves a little bit extra of olive oil. So this is my charred hispi cabbage with garlic and chili oil. Would you like some cabbage? Would you like to partake
I would love to partake in your cabbage party.
in the cabbage party? Are you a fan of cabbage?
I am. I love cabbage, especially when it's like this and it's all charred and delicious. And it looks beautiful. I love that red oil that's kind of all over the plate.
I love cabbage.
It's so delicious. And then you get the crunch of the coriander seeds and the crispy chili and garlic, which is just so perfect. It's like so simple, but it's just so beautiful.
Are you team olive oil?
Definitely team olive oil. I mean, I should say that you're team butter, so I mean.
I am team butter. I am team butter.
Who put Chaya in charge of the olive oil a week? It's so glorious. You can't fault it. I love it. Where would we be without olive oil?
In Butterland.
You can go by yourself. I'm not coming.